Oh, it was a good time, Luke. So the context for that was, Whoopi and I were in loser semis of doubles at Syndicate, and the guy running the stream was a little bit delayed for whatever reason. And so you know how normally you might like do hand warmers or whatever to pass the time while you're waiting for them to give you the thumbs up to continue the stream match? Instead of doing a hand warmer, what I decided to do was challenge the other guy, Rhinor, to a Ganon Ditto. And what ensued was, it was beautiful.
All that hyping up, and then we see this.
Get a fatality!
Stomp him!
Yes!
Okay. They're just showing us some good. Oh, and it.
Whoa! Yes! Let's go fatality!
Down. Do not destroy him on stream this bad. Victoria!
Go for the spike fatality!
Oh, just upbeat, but yeah,
Finish
we
him!
still got it. Oh, you son of you! How dare you do this?
Similar Luke, sadly, but I played okay considering that, I guess. To be honest, I feel like I'm just cursed this PGR season. Oh, though, if they were to fix Falcon, that would do a lot to boost my confidence. And I'd also just be playing a much better character, so I'd probably be doing better for that reason as well. Falcon's so close to being a good character. He's so close. I just want people to not fall out of moves and for the turnaround to work properly. That's about it, honestly. Cargo, my plan is if it doesn't work out, or rather if it doesn't happen this time, I'm just going to pick up a secondary. It's also worth noting, Cargo, that with the spectacular amount of complaining that Japanese Falcons in Grace and Glory have done on social media and elsewhere, I think it's gonna happen. I really do. Who would the secondary be? That depends on what happens in the patch. Because hypothetically, like, suppose they nerfed one of my harder matchups, I might not necessarily need to pick a character that does well against that character anymore. There's also a possibility that a character that isn't Falcon could get improved enough to where I liked them before, but I didn't secondary them before because they weren't good enough or whatever. I refuse to play Roy. Or Joker. I've seen the light. Optimal Joker is... Sweet Jesus. Like, if any of you saw Tweak's Joker at that New York tournament, or if you've seen Rat's Joker literally ever, that's the future of that character, and it's so ugly. I am Darth Jiggles, but that's probably going to change fairly soon, and then immediately go back to me being like that again. I haven't been doing that great this season, all considering, but there's no doubt in my mind that at my best, I'm still easily the best Falcon. Danson Hansen? Just how thoroughly all the Japanese Falcons complain. It's... like, the amount of complaining the Japanese Falcons in Grace and Glory do, it puts, like, the top Bayos from Smash 4 to shame with how much they complain. And generally speaking, they listen to Japan. If nothing happens, time to pick up a secondary, ladies and gentlemen. I just noticed how close it is to the time limit. Jesus Christ. Either way, hey Psycho, get our pick, Luke Nord, and everyone else. Good to have you here. It's good to be back to the grind. Falcon fixes means not only do I do way better in tournaments, I get way more views on YouTube, way more views on Twitter, way more views on Twitch. Better sponsorship opportunities, better tournament opportunities, and just more money to really set up the rest of my future. Is that beyond a shield for Link? It's pretty good, yeah. Bruh. I love this character so much. MKLeo and Mewtwo King saying he's a top 10 character. So here's the thing about him, Mewtwo King. He says a lot of things that are interesting. To say the least. When will I be on Hot Ones? I'd probably be pretty well suited for that show considering how much of a spicy food person I am. I feel like I could take some of the wilder stuff they'd throw at me too. Thank you, Eat Me While Asian, by the way, for following the stream, along with Space Films and Taurus. Get deleted. Fetus deletus. Understandable, have a nice day. Come here. Yeah, that's right! They did it. Sure, Eltoon, I got you. Come here. Alright, Falcon up throw, kill coming right up. Watch this. Ugh! Dude, if they made Ganon as good as Bowser, well there we go. I already know who's gonna be my secondary. Like, in a perfect world, I would secondary Ganon. But it just doesn't make sense to right now. Well, maybe not the average Ganon push block, but I guarantee that my Ganon would still be sick. Dude, if they fix the dead zones on Ganon's smash attacks, and then lower the hitboxes on his up B and Nair, that would help him so much. I am back from the Netherlands. Dude, the flight was so long, I watched the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Back to back to back. And then still had a few hours left on that plane. Do you remember how long those movies are? Return of the King is almost 4 hours long. And that's not even the extended edition. Time Illusory, I felt like I wasn't playing that great against Oki. I got nervous and I was playing way too aggressive, and he was rightfully punishing me for that. And it was an okay set, except for the last game. The last game I SD'd twice. That was just... Last game I was just being terrible. The games before that, he got it, but... I kind of gave it to him that last game. Flo did a really good job of demonstrating why that matchup is hard for Falcon in a way that a Roy hasn't done to me in quite a while. I feel like when I play like Goblin or Salt 1's Roy, even though I think they're stronger Roys overall, they play much more respectfully of me. And I think what Flo did really well was just completely disrespect Falcon and just be like, you can't contest my buttons. Edwardy, that really depends on how the next patch goes. Small chance it could be Terry. Maybe if they buffed Ganondorf for some other character I liked, I'd just play them. Maybe Terry Bogard. I've honestly thought about Lucas. Maybe just going back to Chrom. Not the same matchups as Falcon. He doesn't need to have the same matchup chart. He covers matchups that the others that Falcon doesn't. He also does very well against Pikachu, Inkling, and Game & Watch, which is very good. Going even with all the characters I need a matchup for the most is kind of a big deal. Also, low-key, the way a lot of people play Lucas isn't even close to how I think the character should be played. I love attack cancel up air into a back air so much. Luis, I'm doing it after patch 6.0.